Hey everybody, it's Refresh, and I know I haven't been streaming very much, but I thought I would want to share at least this one deck that I've been playing. It is a 5-colored bombs deck, and I've gone 6-1 with it so far, and I've beaten decks that I had no business beating because there's just a lot of good stuff in this deck. So let me just show you what I got. So in this deck, this is the whole draft. I started off as a deck that I think I took Glissa maybe first, and then but I just kept seeing other good stuff. It's primarily like a blue and black. No, actually, C double was the first card that I picked. It was primarily like a blue and black or green, black, blue deck, and there's just tiny splashes of white. The white is really just Yorion and the Pelucanosis transformation, and then I have Brunaclad as my one red card. But I picked up all this other stuff too, and so you see how all these Skittering Surveyors, and that's how I'm getting the color, as well as just I took a lot of fixing. I was gonna play Yorion as my companion, but I just ended up not getting enough good stuff in every color in order to play Yorion, or in just playables in general, because I took so many lands. And so I ended up with Yorion in the deck. But Yorion works really well with the deck because when he bounces, he can bounce the Tangled Skyline, the Gloomfang Mauler, Emoti, any of the Skittering Surveyors, the Vat Keeper, the Invasions of Amonkhet, the Halo Forger, and I think that's it. And I guess we can also bounce the Stasis Field to a bigger threat. And so Yorion fits well in the deck anyways. But that's kind of what I was doing with this deck, is I just took all these big crazy cards, and since I was starting to take all this fixing, I was just able to take whatever the best card was in any given situation. And so this is a deck that I ended up building, and I've gone 6-1 with it so far. Some of this is due to luck, obviously. Like, you know, some players got on the slow track, and some players just couldn't draw the right cards after flooding and all that. But you know, going 6-1 is still not an easy feat. And so I'm going to share my last game or games with you with this deck, and hopefully they'll be good ones. All right, we have our opponent already, Augustine, wearing the Grizzlebrand face. And yeah, I got my main 3 colors here between these two, and I have a 2 and a 3, so that seems good. We'll go ahead and start with Northern Falls because I like to have green out in case Pelucanus shows up. But we'll Dramatic Revolution them right away. Revelation, I like to see what's going on with them, and then just rip out anything good. So I can get rid of the Charger, or I can get rid of the Gorilla. They're gonna get the Swamps out. And this will let them get the Mountain for this. Oh, they already have the Mountain for this, so this is trouble. So they've got a bit more of an aggressive deck here. Let's take the Gorilla, because then they can get the Charger back, and that's just a long ways away. So we'll take this. Alright, we got our 3rd mana, so we're going to definitely cast a 3-drop here. It's just which one is the best. They're probably going to cast their... Well, they can kill whatever right now with this Collective Nightmare, right? So I might as well get some value right now. Yeah. Because they're not hitting me next turn unless they do something that can haste it on me. Blueprint is not there now. Okay. Pretty aggressive deck that they have here. So I'm guessing they play the ship or they play something hidden. Very good card. I think we play this, and we'll play... I think the Familiar can block off the Stormclaw Rager for a turn. I mean, they might just kill this thing with their Collective Nightmare, but that's life sometimes. Rather this die than the Elvish Vat Keeper. Sorry about that. Yeah, I figured that they'd strike me with this one. Stormcloud Rager. Sorry. What happens? Okay, so we're gonna do this. And then if I play this, it's not gonna die right away, so that's a plus. Might be able to block this even. But they also have this Marauding Dreadship, which is kind of annoying. Maybe I play this, because I don't have enough cards to cascade too much from this. Sure, we'll Stasis Field. Stasis Field this down. This way they need a blocker. I mean, that's a good play on their part. The Stasis Field for me was free though, so I don't feel too bad about that. Okay, so they're not attacking this turn, so I'm gonna hit this for sure. Let's see, if I play this, then I'll have 3 mana to play the Vat Keeper. That's probably the best usage, so we'll go to combat first. We'll swing at this. And then we will play this. We'll grab an untapped Swamp. Yeah. Where is my Swamp? Grab it. Play the Swamp. Play the Vat Keeper. I have all sorts of stuff to do. Then I can flip this to make it a 4/4, I guess. Which isn't bad. Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. I think he hit me with the Dreadship. I'm going to. Interesting. Okay. Let's see. I think, since we're going to cast this, we'll have 1 mana, 2 mana open. So I can flip something. I think we cast this. And then I can make a 10/10, which will be able to hold off Urabrask for a bit. We'll play the Forest in case I want to flip one of these just in case. Like the 5/5 to surprise block if they're not paying attention, and then we'll continue on. Don't want to attack into Urabrask, so no attacks here on the turn. Hopefully I'll draw into more good stuff as opposed to this stuff that I have here. But I don't know, turning that guy into Polychronos being not too bad. Okay. Sure. Yeah, you got him. Feels bad, but that's life. I think zombieing up the Halo Forger might be good, because then I can use their Deadly Derision against them. Sure. Your guy. Okay. Flip this. And then I can use Urabrask. So that's not bad. They're at 9. I can actually copy and hit. But for now, I think I'm going to try to flip this. How much do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I flip this, I can get back the Halo Forger and then spend 4 to shoot down Urabrask. So seems good. Go to combat. And if they want to trade the Urabrask, that's fine. Getting rid of their first striker is not the worst thing in the world. Oh, I see. They're going to trade those two for that. Okay, I mean, that's fine too. Sure. I'm okay with that. Okay, so we have Urabrask. I can actually copy Urabrask. That's kind of fun. And I can copy something else. Yeah, we're ending the turn. Okay. Get their big guy. I'm not gonna copy that. Certainly not. Sure, come at me, bro. Okay, well, we'll flip this guy. I'm surprised they didn't 6-6. Go to my turn. Jungle Hollow is definitely not what I'm looking for here. So we'll play that and hold, I guess. Nope. Cast your big guy. Thank you. See double. We're gonna do both. We're gonna copy you and copy you. Sounds good. Bloodfell Caves is not what I want. I think I'm going to hold these lands now because they have black. They could make me discard. And also, if I can get Dina, I can start pinging them with that thing. So, unfortunately, I think I have to hold for the time being. Like, I could send this in and trade it with this, but then, like, what am I really accomplishing? I mean, I guess I could do other draft for resources. But yeah, it's like too symmetrical here. If I swing, they just trade for that. If I swing both of these, then this is going to get eaten. Wait, if I swing with both of these, like this and this, they're going to block that there, and then chump? Maybe I hit swing with everything. Yeah, I think if I swing with everything, then I can copy my Halo Forger, shoot down their other guy. And I think they realize that. So I got the win, I got the 7. And that is winning at Magic the Gathering, everybody, with a 5-color deck. I guess in March of the Machine, I've been doing pretty well in this format so far, so I guess it definitely runs towards my limited proclivities. We're going to open the pack here. And, well, actually, you know what? We'll open 6 of those packs, and we'll open 1 of everything else that I have, because I have so many packs I haven't been opening because I haven't been streaming. And I only open, really, for streaming or my videos that I make. So here we have the Kitesail Freebooter, which I like. It's a nice 2-for-1. Jeskai Elder can be alright as well, but yeah, I think I'll take the Kitesail Freebooter out of this pack. Deathbloom Thought is also a potential card in this format. Zendikar, let's see. I do like the Spark Mage. That is a lot of fun if you can get party thing going. But I think we take Aggro Mauling because it is a land that is also a removal spell. That's great. That's way better than Jawari Disruption, which is also in the running here. But yeah, I like this Aggro Mauling business. Here is Dominaria United. We have Adakar Wastes, Knights of Dawn's Light. I like the Knight of Dawn's Light. I also like this thing. But maybe I just take this removal spell. It just kills a thing. Yeah. It's been a while since I played Dominaria United, but I think I'll take the Extinguished Light in this particular case. But I think these two are pretty cool too. Let's open 2 Brothers 4. I got a lot of packs to open. Alright, not the Suchi Cave card. Loran is pretty good. It's a decent 2-for-1 in a format that has a lot of artifacts, so As much as I like Overwhelming Remorse and so forth, I think the Lord of the Third Path is an easy pick there. Alright, the Precursor Golem, that is fun. I don't know that I'd take it, but it's fun. Let's see, Thran Spider is probably not what I'm taking. Levitating Statue could be okay. But yeah, I think I'm gonna take the Precursor Golem because the fact that it gets a bunch of extra bodies, like 5 mana for 9/9 of stats is pretty good. It does make it fragile, but I can also use an instant or sorcery to protect it as well. And then everybody gets protection. That's kind of fun too. So there's that. Let's open a couple of these Phyrexia packs because I might do them as well. Let's see. Carmex the Rat King. 3/3 for 3 with Toxic 1 is not what I'm taking first. Tyver Stand is good. I think I'm going to take the Cinder Slash Ravager because I like the oil deck a lot. It's done a lot of good work for me, and I don't know that any of these other commons here are really doing it for me. I think Tyver Stand might be the responsible pick because it's only one color. But yeah, I like the Ravager. We'll take that. We have another Tyver Stand, but let's take a look at this. A 6/6 for 7 with flying. Okay, it's expensive. Ward 3 is not bad. When you cast a non-creature spell, create a bunch of goblins. I mean, that's strong. It's probably strong enough to take just on the fact that it's a rare, and maybe, you know, you can try the spells deck and see if it works. Yeah, out of curiosity, I'd try that. I think the responsible pick might be this Tyvar Stand. Just because it's such a slow format, when are you going to cast a 7-drop, right? So I think this is the responsible pick. This is the pick that I would end up taking. As for Innistrad Remastered, I do not have a lot of experience in this format. Oh gosh, Triskaidekaphobia, I think. Okay, if we're going to be responsible, I think that the Pack Guardian might be the responsible pick in this particular pack, just because it's a nice potential 2-for-1 if you just have excess land cards in your hand and all that. And, you know, in the late game, that's probably going to be the case. So, and it's a flash, so you can surprise eat something. But you know what? I'm going to try to take Triskaidekaphobia and make it work, even though I think it's probably the mistake. All right. We'll open 6 of these Marching Machine packs. What do we have here? Lathiel Bounteous Dawn. If you're doing a life gain thing, I don't know that there's a lot of life gain, so that's not an early first pick. I like the Invasion of Sokovia because if you can flip it, you get this Convoke thing going, but I don't know that it's worth taking first. That said, I'm not taking the Moloch first, or the Javnir, maybe the Hunger, but this is like not amazing. So yeah, I'll take the Segovia and see if I can go that way. Blue's also really strong in the format, so that's my first pack. For my second pack, Invasion of Innistrad. Well, I mean, that is removal with Flash, and then you can get this enchantment. It's probably good enough to take first over Tetsuko Umezawa, which I like. I also like the Marshal and the Informant as well, but I'll take the Invasion of Innistrad just because it's a removal that can be good if you can flip it. Alright, that was my second. Well, my third pack here. We have a Deep-Root Wayfinder, which, you know, is a good deal in terms of being a 2/3 for 2, but I don't know. Like, I guess, is it better than like a removal spell and Tandem Takedown? Maybe. It's not amazing, but it's a maybe. Is it better than Sculpted Perfection, which is a Phyrexian buffer, and it's a direction? Possibly, but I'm going to take the Perfection, just because this gives me a lot of direction in which way to go. I just go for cards that this synergizes well with. Valtic is also an interesting pick, but I don't think I'm taking this first unless I already have I don't think I'm taking it unless I already have an equipment that I want. So Sculpted Perfection is my pick here for my third pack. For my fourth pack, I like the Valdoran Thrill Seeker. Look, this can just be a kill your opponent thing, right? Like you just throw the backup counters onto something big, sack it, throw it at your opponent's face, and game over, right? So, or you can swing with it, punch your opponent, then sack it, and then kill your opponent. Like there's just so many ways to make this really good. And you know, I like the Blight Pathalit and the Overgrown Pest as well. I think both of these are fine, but I think the upside to Veldalr and Thrill Seeker is just so good that I think you have to keep it. And it's also just on its own. It's a 3 mana, well 4 mana, like deal 3 damage to a thing if you don't have anything else, or it becomes a 3/3 that you can eventually throw at somebody. It's all pretty good. And oh, I also like Captive Weird. That's also pretty good. All right, so that was my 4th pack. This is my 5th pack. Ooh, Thalia. Ooh, weird. Okay, we got some interesting choices here. Oh, there's also the Volcanic Spite. This is probably the responsible choice just looking at it. I also like the Invasion of Dominaria. All right, let's see. What does Uzuri do? Whenever creature you can experience counter, you get put X is the number of experience counters you have. Okay, that's interesting. I don't know if it's good. Thalia and the Gitrog monster is 3 colors, which is tough. But this format, I found that you can play. There's so many tap lands that you can actually play bigger decks, more or multicolor decks, and so. As a 4/4 for 4 with First Strike and Death Touch, you get to play an additional land on each of your turns. That's not really that big a deal. When creatures and non-basic lands your opponent's control enter the battlefield tap, that's not bad. It does slow down your opponent. I think the First Strike and Death Touch is really the thing that you want here, and then you can just sacrifice and then play additional stuff. So yeah, I think I'd take Thalia and the Gitrog monster as my first pick there, but. Responsible play is probably the Volcanic Spite, maybe the Invasion of Dominaria. I could even see an argument for Uzuri being a decent pick. And let's look at my last pack here. Alright, I've seen so many. I'm going to pass on it this time too. This guy is okay. You have to sacrifice another Phyrexian, and then you can incubate something of his power. Okay, that's alright. Invasion of Kamigawa. I think this can be alright too. I do like what it flips into if you can get it flipped. And it does get rid of a blocker so that you can get through. Is it better than the Invasion of Ogothra? I do like Invasion of Ogothra because it's removal. So this is a tricky one. And as far as Dispersal is good, I like the value of Overgrown Pest. I think I'm not taking the Bloated Processor, even though it's decent value. It is kind of a 2-for-1 in itself. Maybe that's good enough for me to take that. All right, I convinced myself. I'm gonna take the Bloated Processor out of this pack, but you know, if you have better ideas, let me know. That'll be that, and I'll just open one of these Aftermath packs, and we'll be done. All right, so the Aftermath as a draft format is pretty bad because you generally don't want to draft any of the Aftermath cards, anyways. But let's see if these are any good. The WUBRG Scavengers, exile target card, put a 1/1/1 counter. Yeah, I mean, it's not great, but you can get a... As long as there's a card in the graveyard to eat, then it's a 3/3 for 3 that could get one of these other abilities, so it's not the worst. I guess I could take that. I'm not taking Rayav. I'm not taking Mirrodin Avenger or Traxxas Fall, and I don't think I'm going to take the Oculus Whelp, so I guess that's a decent speculative pick. What else do we have here? 3/2. Look at the top 6. Dragon. Oh, yeah. Dragons. No, thank you. So, yeah, I think it's going to be the Scavengers just because the rest of the pack is actually kind of medium. So, as a 3/3 for 3 that can potentially get an ability and eat a card out of your opponent's graveyard, I think that's fine. So, that is going to be it for me. Or maybe I should just do one more draft while I'm at it. So, all right, let's do another draft while you're all watching. This is where I'm at with my quests. Let's go ahead and do another draft. So pay my 10,000. We'll get right into it. So yeah, I've been having pretty good fun with this format. I like that it's a little bit on the slower side. It kind of gives me the old Dominaria vibe in terms of like being able to play 5-color decks and do like, you know, some pretty wacky things in a draft. So I like that quite a bit. Let's do this. All right. Ooh. Invasion of Theros. Search your library for aura. Nope. I mean, even if you flip this, what do you get? Ifara. Yeah, I'm not really interested. Tetsu Umezawa is interesting. I also like the Ziri's Strobe Knight. I think I might actually take the Strobe Knight just because the 2/2 Flying Vigilance is so useful, and then when you cast 2 more spells, you just get extra value. Tetsu is also really good, don't get me wrong, and I would be happy to take it. Vanquish is also decent. Volcanic Spike is decent. I like the Surveyor a lot too. The Gargantua is decent. I think that there are arguments to take some of these other cards here, but I like the Strobe Knight enough first that I'll take that and see what happens afterwards. Another Strobe Knight. I'm not taking that, and I mean this is good, but I'm already in blue, and this works really well with just having another Strobe Knight. So happy to take another one of these. Let's see, anything else that I should really strongly consider? I don't think so. Yeah, I mean, I think if it wasn't for the Strobe Knight, I would consider like their version of Mercadia, just because it's pretty strong. Like the first half is just kind of thrill of possibility. It's not that great, but if you can flip it, the creature that you create is actually pretty strong. And then Unity Connoisseur is not what I'm looking for. So yeah, the Strobe Knight is, I think, the responsible pick based on the as well. I'll go through. Oh, okay. What do we got here? We got this thing that can create a bunch of. Oh, interesting that this is still in here, but this can create a bunch of incubator tokens. So that's good. I mean, at any point of the game where you can cast it. I like Invasion of Golthra as well as a potential 2-for-1, but I think that the potential of this is just high enough, and the blue-white deck is actually pretty good. That I will take this. Blue-white is also a knight deck, and I have these 2 knights here, so the Exarch wins me in this one. I guess they must have taken removal or something. It's a bounce spell, that's fine. And it does make a knight on the other end. I'm passing the Cavalier. Yeah, you can bounce something, try to swing and hit it. I would like this Cavalier to come back maybe. If it weren't for that, you know, Kami's alright, Gargantua is decent, but yeah, let's see if we can. And it's also Xerix, it's just a theme here. Maybe I'm just supposed to try to play the plane of Xerix, although I think these are the only 2 cards from that plane. And I don't know, have any of you ever heard of this plane of Xerix? I haven't, so yeah, there's that. Invasion of Dominaria, I like that. I like the cut short as well. Bull Singer's a little weaker. I think I'm gonna take this just because it gets you a card, a little bit of life, and you know it's in the colors that I've already drafted. Otherwise, I would think I would take the Ravenous Sailback if I wasn't sure about what my second color is. But I think that these are all working pretty well together, that I don't need to go out of color. So it's really between Cut Short and the Invasion of Dominaria. I'll take Dominaria in this particular case because the format's a bit slower and I can take something like that. Lancer is great for my deck. I also really like the Alabaster Host Intercessor because it does get rid of a thing. But I need, if I'm going to play Knights, you know, having 3 drops and lower drops, being a little aggressive is pretty good here. So we're going to take that and hope that maybe this comes back around. I don't think it will. There's no chance that it will, but, you know, I'll take the Isaac Taxes, I guess, if it comes down to it. Okay, now we are not getting anything in color. We could take the Disturbing Conversion, but I'm not interested in that. I'm going to speculate here on an additional card, so let's take... I'm not going to get Timorate. Maybe I'll take this Freewheeler and see if maybe, you know, at some point black becomes more open. The fact that it's gone this far is interesting, so... Or maybe I take the Timorate and see if that's going to be the thing that comes back. And I'm going to ditch blue or white. I like the upside of Timorate better. This is decent, but well, it has white on the other side. Maybe I take this. It brings a 2 back. I don't have any 2s. Oh, I took it anyways. Well, okay, the whites came back around. I'm going to take this 2-drop because if I'm going to play the Knights deck, I need to be as aggressive as possible. Yeah, this is a little too circumstantial for a limited deck. Invasion of Theros is still not what I want. I'll take the other Swordsworn Cavalier and stay aggressive here. And Inspired Charge works well for this particular deck. Yeah, I'm just like gonna try to be aggro here. This guy's good. Or I can take the halberd. Oh, that's interesting. Do I take the halberd or take the sanctifier? I think having a halberd is good. Well, no, I think I should make sure I have enough bodies in this case. I'll take this because it's on color. I don't know that I want to play it, but it is a knight. Then I'm just gonna take the uncommon for vault damage, and then I'm not gonna play either of these. If I had to play one, it'd be the Javelier. And then earn a Godfire. I mean, I could play that. Hopefully, I won't have to. Invasion of Ikoria is fun, but not what my deck is up to. I guess the Knight of New Coalition is probably the way to go. This will probably come back around. This is what I want on the way back around, but yeah, none of this is really. It's just not my pack here. So we'll take the Knight of the New Coalition. And so far, it's not shaping up to be a great deck. I don't love this curve. It's kind of middling here. And this is really kind of more of a 5-drop, I guess. I don't want this. I don't want the Omen Hawker. I'm not going to take the Hoplite, so I guess I take another one of these. And watch my curve get really fat. I definitely need a lot more low drops, and I wanted to, if I can get one of the marshals, that'd be great too. Yeah, this is definitely not what I want. This is not what I want. I guess the Mirror Shield Hoplite is the one thing that I could get in this deck, but I don't know. I would have to splash that in, and how am I gonna splash that? I don't have any backup cards, so yeah, we'll take the Knight of the Coalition again. But yeah, 2-drop is where we want to be. We want to be nice and aggressive. I like the Corruption of Tawashi, don't get me wrong. I like this card a lot. I don't think it's a responsible pick for the type of deck that I'm constructing here. We're just trying to be aggressive, down low to the ground, which I don't know if that works in this format. I'm going to try it. We have a lot of knights. Knights. And this gets a double boost off the Knights of the Coalition, so that's great. And just go wide, smash with the Inspired Charge. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. Singer. Okay, let me look at this a little bit more closely. Singer is a 4-mana that gives everything fly. Yes, please. How does this come back around? Oh, I guess it's picked back. It's not a big surprise. Seal is removal. It's certainly better than Realmbreaker's Grasp because it gets it off the battlefield. I would love for this Order of the Mirror to come back around, or the Realmbreaker's Grasp. Honestly, either of those coming back around would be great. But we'll gladly take the Seal here. Alright, my deck is okay right now. It's not great. I like Angelic Intervention to protect my creatures. Yeah, I mean, Moment of Truth and Dune Shaper could make it in possibly someday, but it's not what we want. And then we can get another Invasion of Xerix. Do I want another one of these, though? I guess I am. I mean, do I want that? That's a lot of 4s. I don't know if that I'll play this, right? Do I just take the Sky Warden just because it's a guy that is a flyer? Or maybe I can't play another one of these. It's just too expensive, right? I'm going to take it. It's a mistake. I should not be building my deck this way, but hey. There's the thing. I mean, I could just not play some of these other 4s. So, there's that too. Alright, I'm not taking another Inspired Charge. I guess the Billy Rider is kind of where I want to be. I can also take the Meeting of the Minds. Convoke, draw cards. We don't really have... Well, we have some nice synergies. This doesn't really do much without some sort of boost to it, though. So I think I take the card draw in this particular case. And then we got the Thunderhead, so that's not bad. So Meeting the Mind is really a 3-drop or a 2-drop maybe even. We'll play it later to turn my deck around and draw into, you know, one of my endgame cards. I don't have any endgame cards really. I guess the Thunderhead Squadron is my way of ending the game. Alright, here nothing is in color. Am I going to play this card? I'm not going to play this card, right? Yeah, so I'm just going to take one of these. that I might play if I can get splash. I guess we'll take Shauna is more likely than the other one. And I'm not going to play any of these, so we'll just take the Invasion of Urgamon for funsies. I guess there's a potential I could splash that. Again, not playing any of these. Well, I guess I could play this. I don't want to play this, but I could play this. We'll just take this because it's an uncommon. I'm not gonna play that card. I'm not gonna play this card either, but I'm gonna take it. And I guess I could play this card. It's probably not gonna get a cut. Okay. Oof. What is this? 6/6. I'd have to double splash to get this in my deck. Exile 5 cards from my graveyard. Yeah, I could. I mean, I could try to get Niv Mizzet in too, but I think I'm past that now. This is 4 mana. I don't want to play a 4 mana card at this point. I've got enough. So what am I on? Temporal Cleansing, I guess. Convoke this, take a guy out, swing. Or if I don't really want to play any of these cards, and I don't know that I want to play this, I could just take one of these for funsies. But responsibility. We'll take the cleansing. It's my bad removal of the day. Oh man, this worked so well for me in that last deck. Yeah, this is not working out well for me. I'll take the. I guess I take the Sigilled Sentinel or the Core Halberd. One of those two is probably the right way. I'll take the Sentinel because it's also a body that's a knight. Yeah, I don't know. This last pack is not turning out to be too good for me. I mean, that's 5 mana. I'm not taking another one of these. I've learned my lesson. Well, I didn't. I don't think I learned my lesson. I guess Lancer is the way to go. It's knight. It's a 3-drop. You know, I could take. At this point, I don't really want any of these. Like the bullet, I don't need 4 drops. I'll take this with the potential of maybe if I'm going to splash one of these other cards that I picked up. That's what's going on. Seraph, Yucapena, Phyrexian Awakening. Okay, nothing here is really what I want. I guess I could take the Seraph just as a flyer that can do a little bit more. But yeah, this is not a really good pack for me. I could take this. I guess it's a. Do I have any Phyrexians? I have a couple. Am I playing the Seraph? I don't think I'm playing either of these. I'm gonna take that and not play it probably. I don't want the Sensor or this guy, so I don't really want any of these. I'm gonna take the Sensor anyways. Yeah, I'm not gonna play any of these, right? I guess I can take the Swiftwater Cliff now that I think of it. This is good. Finally, I get a bit of removal. I don't think I want the Protocol Knight because I'm stacked on 4 drops. Yeah, this is a bit of a mistake here, but this is life. If I had taken the Swiftwater Cliffs, I could have also played the Javelineer, Rayav. Not really interested in any of that. Halberd came back around, or I think I need the Order of the Mirror. I think I just need to really boost my 2 drops here. Yeah. Mirror it is. I'm hoping not to play some of these cards. Alright. Well, Kamigawa is in color. Probably not playing that because I've got more than enough 4 drops for like the rest of my life. And I think bouncing is better than stun. We got the Halberd back, so that's good. Let's see, we're on 17 creatures. Yeah. I think that's because this is a knight. Well, that's the thing. Like, the knight benefits. So my benefits are the Swordsworn Cavalier and this thing. Do I want another one of these? I don't really. But it is a flying knight. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to play another one of those. The Zephyr Singer I want because it gets my creatures flying. There's kind of some convoking going on. This is the number of the creatures you control. Furtive analyst is in color. I'm not playing it. I think I'm thinking, what is this? It's a Ludorite. Yeah. I'll take the 3 color. I'll play that. I'll take this because it's an uncommon. Force to take a swamp. Who cares about the swamp? I don't care about the swamp. Okay, I gotta cut a bunch of cards. So, what cards am I cutting here? 5 cards. I gotta cut 4s. Am I an inspired charge deck? I'm kind of an inspired charge deck, except I'm kind of fat. I'm gonna cut this 5 drop. It's not what we're trying to do here. And then that'll help my curve a little, yeah. And then I'm gonna cut. I think I cut this thing. We've got bounce here. This flies. These 2 actually cost less than expected. I want the cut short. I think Invasion of Dominaria might be too slow for what I'm doing. Seal we want. We want those 2. We want that. We want that. Okay. Tarkir Doomshaper is not really doing much for my deck. Core Halberd can help. Sanctifier might not be what we were looking for either, but that we're gonna then start getting a little low on creatures for this particular kind of deck. So I think we need to keep it, and it works well with like a Core Halberd. Yeah, this is probably too slow for my deck. I want a little bit more battlefield affecting effects, so we can cut that battle. And then, let's see. It might be like Temporal Cleansing or Meeting the Minds. If I had gotten the other white invasion, the one that creates the night, that would have been great in this deck. But we're not there. These guys want us to be able to cast a lot of spells in turn too. So, I like that it's lower, so I gotta kill a 4, and it might be the Knight of the New Coalition, or maybe Inspired Charge. Well, I think that's how I win. This deck is kind of low to the ground, in which case, maybe I'd cut Meeting of the Minds, and just hope to win before I run out of steam. I guess that's what this deck is. I think its curve is still a little on the higher side, even though I have like Convoke here, and here, 2 Convokes. But I don't want to drop too many creatures because I'm really trying to be aggressive here. So this is some bounce, bad removal, good removal, medium removal, and then a whole bunch of and a combat trick, a way to power up my creatures, and then just try to smash through while I can. And that is this particular deck. All right. Yeah, let's see how it does. Alright. Okay, I mean 2 drop, 3 drop seems good. Play this, Sigil Sentinel, power this, smash. Or just answer and then Sigil Sentinel afterwards, power everything. Play this. Oh, Lancer. Yeah, I think that's the greater effect that we can get. Because this will make this bigger and this bigger. Okay. Sure. Play this, and I think I play the Singer. Sigil Sentinel. Oh, okay. That doesn't work the way that I want it to. Maybe I'll play this and then convoke all the next turn. So I'll try to do some damage now. Play this. Yup. Yeah, that looks good. Put this on you. Damage going. So now we're gonna see what kind of LA thing. Sure. Sure. You can hit me. I will let you hit me. I do not care. Weird, sure. So they're doing that to keep the ground safe, and that's a fair play on their part. I mean, I will gladly trade the Sigiled Sentinel for the Furtive Analyst if they choose to attack. They may have a trick or something that'll remove things. In which case, that would feel bad. Yeah, maybe I don't block. I don't block. I'm gonna let them hit me. What is 2 damage to me? I'm trying to win. Okay, so now we're gonna do this thing where we cast you, but we're gonna convoke you and you to get the cheaper guys in the air. Yep, and then we're gonna play the Host Sanctifier, and we can get rid of their blocker with the Seal from Existence. We are not attacking this turn, and then we can cut short something if they activate it. I don't think they will, but if they do, I'm definitely cutting that thing short. Yeah, then I'm just gonna start swinging through the air. If they have an air blocker, I can seal. Seems pretty good. Alright, we're just waiting for them to make up their mind. Wow, that's the thing you're bouncing? I mean, sure. We'll do that. We will stick this on the bottom. We don't need that anymore. You're just going to swing through the air and win, right? So that's fine. And then... yeah, you can hit me. Sure. Come at me. I think I just killed the weird and... right at the end of their turn, so that they can't flip it. Kill this. And then what? They have a counterspell? Seal this. Swing, batter, batter. That's fair. Tiny bit of reprieve. They can play a board wipe of some sort. Sure. So go for the win. And that, my friends, is aggro. I don't know that that was fun. I guess it was fun. Like, my opponent was trying. It's not like they were dying. Like it's not like they were getting flooded or card mana screwed or anything. So I think I won that one fairly. All right, let's wait. What is my quest here? White and green? Oh, I'm gonna get there. One more game. Let's do it. All right, we're up against Dysmetria with the Bard character. I forgot what her name was. Ooh, no, I needed something a little bit more aggressive than this. Like, I can cast this and then I'm just doing nothing till turn 4. No, thank you. I mean, I'll take a 3-drop, but yeah, not that. Oh, this is better. We'll keep this Vigilante, which we really don't want. And I'm not casting this, except on 3. So we're going to start with the Stroke Knight to Knight of the Coalition, I guess. Hopefully we'll draw one of our 2-drops. So 2-drop. So this is the 5, right? 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, they are on the counters theme, looks like. Taking their sweet time, I think. Sure. I was gonna play this, but now that I think about it, this getting to be first strike is not bad, because then I can trade with Thalia, so we'll play this. Oh, this is the one that doesn't tap. It's just non-creature spells. Well, we don't have many of those, actually. My deck is primarily creature, so it's not bad. This is everybody. So I'm not blocking. You can. I'm okay. You're just gonna get strip netting. Go. Did they remove the spell? It's Cosmic Hunger. I don't mind the Cavalier eating Cosmic Hunger. So 1 is 5 is 2. Then 7, right? Yeah. So for Degenerate Exarch, I'm probably casting at 5 to get the 2 3/3s. Probably good enough. Cast 2 or more. I mean, that's not really going to reliably happen, but it's something that could happen. Okay. I mean, that's a good card. Or greater, otherwise put 2 counters on it. Yeah, that's strong. Nice and strong. They got there. I'm gonna try to win before that happens. That's my goal. Yikes. Yes, no blocks. You may hit me. Because I'm just gonna be doing some hitting myself. Let's go. Go. Sure. Like, hopefully they're just tied up and they can't really spend any time casting that. Okay, sure. Yeah, no blocks. Got me. play this, and I'm just gonna bluff. We're gonna swing with everybody. I could have a combat trick that I can kill Renata, is what the guess is. But even if not, I think just cast this for 5. X equals 5. Oh, no, not yet. Cancel. It has to be next turn. Okay, we're gonna hold. Actually, should I play this? Keep the damage going? I think so. I think I play this. And the turn. Oh, they had 3 colors. I guess I could have played this and then this for 3 and then gotten the extra knight on that and gone even wider, huh? Yeah, that was my bad. I should have realized that. Like, they're gonna go big, but my goal is to go so wide that it does not matter. Okay, sure. Now, yeah, I just have to go wide. I'm not blocking. You can hit me. Come on. We are going to play this. We're going to bounce their 3/4. And you get out of here. Actually, yeah, you get out of here. Combat, we're gonna swing. Do we bounce it? Do I attack this? Then I get a 3/3 flyer. It's not that good. Right? Or do I just swing for face? I think I just swing for face, right? I'm trying to take them out. They block that. They're down to 2. So I just have to get a guy through. So I just have to go wider than them and get a guy through. Nice. It keeps them on the defense too. They have drawn a bazillion cards, so I do have to close this out while somehow. Yes. Sure. Attack me. Please. No, they're smart enough not to attack me. That's fine. You're welcome. You're allowed to be smart. Oh, 3, right? 3, 3, 7, go. Auto pay. You don't have reach, so I'm swinging at you for the win. Yeah. They forgot they needed to recast this to survive. They're bad. I guess I didn't need to cast that card, but oops. I didn't. That was not me attempting to be bad man. It didn't. So it's fun. All right, we got there, and we got our quests done for the evening, and it's already 9:38, so we're gonna call it a night. This is Refresh. Let me know if you enjoyed this. If you have any thoughts about the draft or the games that I played, in the put those in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this stream, hit the like button. If you'd like to see more, you can hit subscribe. This is Refresh. I might do this more often. Thanks for watching. This is Refresh, and I will see you next time.